Now, this is Logic Pro. And what I've done here, I've set up the system. I've got some tracks here. It's like a hip hop boom bap kind of track. And what I want to do is mix it in here. I'm going to show you my process and how I do this. So first thing I do generally is I'm going to sort of EQ my general sounds. And I'll come up with, this is the idea I have here. Ready? My sounds have been EQ'd. I'm using SSL. Most of these tracks, and I have a Century over here in this one. Strings. So I've got SSLs up here, and I'm setting up for what each sound is. I've EQ'd them out, sort of compressed a few things just slightly to give me an idea of how I want the overall sound to be. But now I want to get ready to actually set it up so I can actually get it working really well. So the first thing I actually do here is I will come to here and work on the drums. So I'll have my drums here, and let's go with this. I got a drum bus compressor here, right? As you can see, and they're all up here, right here, under one drum bus, which is right here. And so what I'll probably do is come to sort of like mute out the rest of the stuff we have here, so we can hear all of it and hear how the drums sound by themselves with everything else not being there. Perfect, now play this back. That's the sound I've got going on there. So with that sound like that, it's pretty cool for me. I like the way it has an overall sound here. So I come in here, the first thing I add in here is gonna be this. This is a Studer A800, and this is the 2-inch machine. I have it set to give me a nice warm type of sound here with a drum bus. That's my drum bus out there. And I come on here and I add this in. And this is my Hitsville EQ. I got boom bap drum bus on my own settings here. On top of that, here, I also have this API 2500 bus compressor. Let's turn this on. So that's a nice stiffness to it. Keep it nice and tight now. Let's see it with it and without it. It's with it, now without it. Now with it. Without it, with it. So right here, with it. I'm just dragging up and down to turn off and on that particular track. So I like the way that sounds right there. That's pretty good. And so I got a bass here. And my bass, I've got a bass right here. I'm using like this warmth here with this tape. And I'm also using a Pool Tech. No, actually not Pool Tech. This is an Avalon 737 SP, the VT. So out of here, and I'll bring this in. Sub kick should be in there too. There you go. That's the sub kick you hear right in the kick drum right now. I got a guitar like that. And that has, right here, I'm using a Manley. Good. My piano's next. Vocals sing. That's the general sound I've got here that I like so far. Gives me a nice sound. I like the way that sounds. So this is what I've got so far. And I've got my drums. You can see they're in a group. And I also have the pianos right here in the group. Right, it's right here. So let's label this group here too. Call it piano. And we'll call it a bus. Piano bus right there. So I put my pianos in there. Trill goes here too. And I'm good. Now what I want to do next is get an overall sound out of this thing. So I'll come to here first. I'm going to select out my Brainworks here. And this is an EQ. I really love this. It's a great sounding EQ. And what I'm doing here, I'm sort of making sure I keep the bottom solid, the mono area where I have the kick drum and the bass. So you'll see here, I'm still using a high pass filter. Here we're going 12 right here deep. And let me get right to here. I'm going about 35 hertz. I'm rolling this off the bottom there, 35 hertz. I'll tap this in so it's on both sides there like that. Pretty cool. And then I'm just going to play it back. Then I'm going to apply it. You see, this is the pre-cue, this is post. So we're just solidifying the bottom here. That's a great sound. So next I'll come to here. I want to put in an overall EQ for the entire project come out of my stereo master here. So let's play this back. And I'm going to show you here. This is my boom back. And I'll play it without it. Now I'll put it in. Audio level down. Reset here. Good. That sounds great. Without it, with it. Let's stop that. Now next what I've got coming up here. As you'll see here, I'm using a compressor. This is the SSLG, and I want to make sure that this thing keeps it tight, so it's got a glued effect to it. So what I'll do, I'll come to here generally, and I'm looking for my favorite actual compressions. I'll go here, a little bit of glue. I'll apply a little bit of glue to this thing, and I'll close this out like this. And then so we're going to press play, start, and I'll turn it on. Compression, light compression on that. So I like the way that sounds. I want to make sure I don't get too much in this dB increasing here, so I want to check this out again. I'll come to here, and yep, it's a pretty cool setting. What I want to do is probably, I need less attack. I'll need much of that there. Right there, it's good. Play it back. Hit here. Perfect. Now next in the line of this master output, I'm going to use this. This is an ATR 102. It's a tape machine. I want to give it more of this tape flavor to it. So I go to here and we'll turn on. I use this a lot of mastering back in the day. We'll play this back. Now the last thing in line here, I'm going to use this ozone, and this is the stereo imager right here. This is the ozone imager 2. See right there. So I've got some levels set here, ideas set for levels. Turn it on. I'm gonna make it wider. Now if I pull it down, see that's just the center, I want that. Make it wider in the mix. So see, once I get to this point here, it sounds pretty good. And before I go any further, I will probably adjust some sounds. But this is a great way to get yourself going on and having a really good mix. And what I normally will do is I'll just A-B. I come to here like this. I'll drag down, rather. Whoops. I come here and drag down. Turn them all off. Turn them all on. Sort of A-B the mix and see how it sounds with and without it. And sometimes I will adjust. So you want to adjust also to get your mix tight. But once you add, these effects are kind of cool. There's pretty much a lot of UAD right here except for this Brainworks. And the ozone is from Isotope. So, but find out what works for you. This works for me really good though. As you can hear, it gives me a really great hip hop sound. Now, if you want to get some lessons on how to do this, or you need help, or you want to know anything, just call us up at samplekings.com and we'll take care of you. I'll see you in the next video.